of all military equipment. And you can see there's a helicopter. And this is the first helicopter called the Z-10. And next to it, that's the stealth aircraft fighters. That's the J-20. These two represents the homemade highest level of our fighters and helicopters. So let's go inside to look at what else we have inside. So talk about, actually this is just for the outside part, and talk about the whole exhibition together is covering the 15,000 square meters. Besides these two giants, and we also have a place for CS, that's for CS training. Hello all the kids here. So I believe there's something so excited for all the kids. And of course, this is also a very good patriotic education, so people know more, especially our young generations, know more about our national defense. So we will very soon enter inside. Let's all the students go inside first. So we divide into 6 parts for the inside. So very soon you will see our first sector. And of course, talk about the glorious achievements. So look back for the past 7 decades, we look at the whole military development and the science and technology development in national defense sector. So we first learn a little bit about the history, and then we add with the pursuing dream theme. So basically, these are the 2 highlights. So this is the whole endurance journey. And we also talk about the national equipment. So today I believe we have all the specials here. To educate me, so we will better let our viewers know exactly what we have here. Of course, we have a lot here. Like outside, we have a J-10 attack helicopter and also the J-20 fighter. And here we look, this is the first section. I look at this is the whole history, started from 1927 as the founding of PLA to 2019. That's the whole journey of 92 years. And of course, along the journey, we also look at how our equipment and manufacturing equipment developed. And here you look at the footage, that's the Zhurhe battlefield military parade inspected by Chairman Xi Jinping. And we also have a simulation, and on that platform, we will have that 100 equipment actually that displayed or inspected by Chairman back to Zhurhe military parade. So look at it here, the first line, that's our J-10, and to the 2017, they are in the formation of the number 90. So we talk about that's a formation performed by the attack helicopter J-10. And we also have the simulations of resonation flights. We also have the bombers, the factors. And we also have J-16 that's also put into public eyes for the very first time at Zhurhe. And we also have the strike fighter, the J-15. J-15 actually the first homemade air flight boarded on the carrier. So for sure we will see J-20 very soon, I believe less than 6 days. So at the Zhurhe military parade, we already saw J-20, and actually, according to my knowledge, we will have around the 7. J-20. I'll talk about the J-16, actually, the first public debut at the Zhurhe, and we talk about why it's so special because it's equipped with the AESA radar, and also look at these the tanks. We have the 99A main battles, and we also have the PHL-03. That's the self-propelled. The artillery. So we will very soon see the real one. And we also look at the ballistic formation. We look at this so well known. The name, that's a DF-21C. And also DF-21D, like this one. It's so familiar. I believe everyone knows exactly. So this one, why is so special? So we talk about the Dongfeng or DF-21D. That's the medium-range missiles. It can recognize terrains and the correct course during flight. And we also call it carrier killer. So DF-21A ballistic missile. We talk about this is a strategic ballistic missile. It's 100% target and also can be equipped with nuclear warhead. So for me, I'm in charge of the whole exhibition, but I'm not exactly the expert of the whole equipment. I believe Dr. Shi knows exactly all the details of the weapon. And here you can see more than 100 types of equipment. We talk about the carrier. We talk about the DF-21A. The range is around 8,000 kilometers. We talk about DF-31. That can reach as far as 12,000 kilometers. So this is one more level upgraded. So basically we talk about that, cover a longer range. So for all the military fans, I believe you know every of it, right? I believe they are so familiar with all these. Right? Because of course we talk about Dongfeng, we talk about the J-20. A lot of people know that, right? And then we're coming to the land battle area, and look at the big asset here. Attract everyone's attention. This is 99A main tanks. We talk about the latest model of main battle tanks independently developed by China, and also talk about this one come top of the world. So talk about the tank. Why is so special? So we talk about the tank can hit targets accurately while on the move and have been upgraded for war in the information age. So we talk about it's really equipped with cutting-edge technology. You look at, you think it's the old, it's steel, but actually inside it has the ceramics. So we talk about actually, we talk about if we use one single material, then the resilience is weak, but it actually is a not only one is combined or like the composite materials. We talk about actually the dual advantage of all different types of materials. So we talk about this one that's even stronger because look at this one, 99A tanks. It's the main battle tank, and also the material is not only the steel, and also we have ceramics inside. So we talk about 99A main battle tank. Within 10 seconds, you can reach from 0 to 42 kilometers per second. We can tell you actually so fast. Within 10 seconds, you can reach 42 kilometers. I believe that's even faster than Liu Xiang or Bolt. And here we also have the interactive area. You can drive by yourself. So let me have a try. So this is a high simulation. So this is a shooting activity. So be a gunner. So because we talk about within one vehicle, we have a gunner, we have a driver, we have a commander. So let me have a try.
手握的这一个叫坦克火炮操纵台。帮我拿一下话筒，哎，好，您拿着就行。好。坦克火炮操纵台，这个呢，从外形啊到力度到操作，所有的都跟真坦克是完全一致的。这样，它的右手呢，食指是激光测距，拇指按钮是火炮的激发。是要打炮的部件是吧？对对对。
So you look at this actually, this one.
然后呢，你操纵这个操纵台
You push the button and fire.
跟踪目标2秒钟，目的是要测。
So within 2 seconds, you lock the target, and also this equipment
拇指激发，这样的话呢，火控系统就会自动的计算提前。
will help you to lock and hit the target. So basically, the whole equipment will help you to follow the target because the whole equipment will help you to calculate the speed of the target. And then the computer will lock the target because right now it's self-calculating the speed and distance, so which really help the gunner to improve their hitting target hitting ratio. So we talk about no matter how tank going which direction, you look at here, everything is so stable because we talk about it because of human body or because we also see it inside the tank. Wow. Everything actually moving and shaking. But you can see, 100% that hit the target. Congratulations. Very nice shot. So we talk about the real gunner is so easy. It's because it's so easy job. We talk about right now the modern technologies actually that really help you to really stabilize your hands no matter how tank going which direction, how shaky it is. We talk about the image actually is so stable. You can really follow and hit the target. We talk about tanks from Germany and Japan. Actually, right now, Chinese tanks also can make that. Basically, you put a glass of water on the gun barrel, and that glass of water will not fall down. So we talk about it can help you to calculate your terrain, and of course, we also have different kinds of the battle, the bullets. So basically that help you to calculate which kind of the bullet you can use, and also for distance the computer will also help you to calculate all these. So very touching technologies. So basically that help you to calculate all the speed and also give you the recognition what kind of the bullet you need to do. So this is the right now the modern technology can help you. Really high hitting rate. So for me, a green hand also hit the target. That's the power of technology. So it's really good for us to know the technology, and also we need to know exactly what behind all these giant equipment. That is why we talk about this is the a weapon plus technology expo, because we really like to let the public, our young generation, know exactly the improvement, the progress made over the past 7 decades in terms of military and weapons. I believe this is something we really need a public to know. We talk about the military project, we talk about the war industry. Actually, this is something everyone also interested to know more. So this is a really good way to know the technology, and I believe a better experience for green hat like you, my lady, is this kind of the interactive session. So we just tried. I believe these people really like to play games. So we talk about because it's not a menu, right? It's an auto locking target. That's why the game is so easy for you. And this one is also really good for the public access. This is VR. So through the VR, it gives you the interaction between machine and human being. All right, let's give another try. So let's try this one. So this is the gun I'm holding, right? So let's first put the glass on. And there's a fire. And then you can reload. You need to reload. All right, game over. Can I have one more chance? You need to reload, lady. All right, I need to know how to reload. Okay. All right, game on. And you can hide yourself, right? I believe this is really a good experience. I believe the kids, boys will love it so much. This is something really special and a lot of fun. Right, then let's come into the 95 assault gun. So here, this is another area for interaction. It's not a real bullet. Actually, we use a laser light. And this is basic for the training purpose. And we talk about the militia actually not use this one for training. We talk about the military, actually the troops, they not really use this one. We use the real bullet. So we talk about for military, we're not really for the training by a standing position because they have a quite strong recoil. So normally you will see a military when they shoot, instead of just using the gun, they not really have that standing position. I believe today I really grew up really fast. From a green hand, by finishing all this exhibition, I will be a veteran.
没了。
心情好激动。
All right, I'm so excited.
真的，这是不是给我调了系统？
And you hit 10.8.
谢谢。
Very nice.
我觉得这可能是做了手脚，为了我们直播做了手脚。
I just can't believe it. You are a sharp shooter. But talk about actually, this is so popular among the young generations and the public. And the people really love this. And they believe this is so close to real.
当然，这跟实际的要可能要是那个真实的，我这
Of course, not the real one.
95步枪现在的先进性比我们当初训练。
We talk about 95A pistol, actually much improved.
就是很好的了。
So we talk about it. You have the A5 bullet hit
一般一般了。
40 rings. Then you are supreme. But look at right now, because of the high technologies, everything improved. We also talk about the pistol, a lot of the cutting edge technology. We talk about the infantry fighting vehicles, all advanced because of the high technology. And of course, we should really train so hard because we are ready for the war, because every war field is so different one from the other.
对呀，军事作战实际上也是熟能生巧啊。
We talk about the battlefield, actually, that's rely on day-to-day training. We talk about military, actually. In the peace day, we also need to really train hard to improve the capability. So we also talk about the DA Air Force, and we also look at the other sectors. Will have a different area for the public to try a little bit to know exactly how the military train. And we also have the simulators that's basically for the airplanes or for the different services forces. They use that to train, and also through the trainings, the A troops can really get used to the new technology, the new equipment. Still, like learning by doing. Very in a fast way, you really know the hands-on experience. So right now, we're coming to the third sector. So here we'll look at all the big giants here. So this is really the mega equipment in China. We talk about these, actually look at that they play a great role in battlefield. So look at their kill ability. We look at the atomic bomb or the intercontinental ballistic missile. We talk about it's not because they are so heavy to put all here, because they play an important role. That's why they are displaying here. So this is the 100% 1 versus 1-to-1 simulation. So this is the atomic bomb. Because of these, to make a Chinese station to show our strengths. Without this atomic bomb, we not really have this high standard or the greater say on the international stage. So we always talk about the actual atomic and hydrogen bombs and man-made satellites that we talk about 两弹一星 in Chinese. And we also have Donghong 1 satellite. So we talk about the atomic and hydrogen bombs. That's all the nuclear bomb. And we also need to talk about we should have a carrier, right? We also talk about should also include a launcher or the launch vehicle. The carrier rockets should also include in the whole range. So we talk about the hydrogen bomb. This is the hydrogen bomb. Right now, only China around the world, we are the only one can restore the hydrogen bomb for really a long time. And also, we have a really low cost to restore the hydrogen bomb. And of course, not only China can produce hydrogen bomb, but also the United States and Russia can make the hydrogen bomb. But look at their cost is quite high, and also they cannot really restore the hydrogen bomb for a really long time period. They of course can produce it. But the cost is so costly for the American and Russia because they don't own that technology for restoration. So right now we're talking about this hydrogen bomb. Look at the left-hand side. And actually we saw this before. And we talk about this one. This is a self-propelled artillery. So we have a standard holster, and we also have a longer range holster. So you look at actually they're not the same type of bombs. But we talk about actually the vehicle loaded with different types of bombs. We have the normal, or we talk about the normal, the artillery, and we also have extended range artillery. And this is Dongfang Hong. I believe everyone should know it if you're Chinese. We have this in our elementary school textbook. Dongfang Hong, one satellite. So for my generation, so my dad told me actually this one day my dad told me that this evening let's go outside. So if you listen the sound of Dongfang Hong, you knew that right now the Dongfang Hong satellite is flying over our head. So I just finished my dinner and went outside and try to hear the song. But I believe this Dongfang Hong or DFH-1 is a shared memory among the whole Chinese. And we talk about the DFH-1, actually, this is the very first homemade satellite that also marked the starting point or the milestone for China to standing up and becoming stronger. And this is a lecture hall. So we actually give the lectures to the school students. And we also have the workshop. And also have the party building, the patriotic education. We have a lot of different kinds of activities and events going on here. So we believe we're so happy to see a lot of young kids gathering here. I believe this is really a good way to educate them. So this is so different from their textbook, from their classroom. This is something real. They can feel and touch them. I believe this is also the responsibility on our shoulder. So this is the knowledge we should carry forward and pass on to these kind of kids. They should know what we own and how all these knowledge with technology came from. This is a patriotic education. And we talk about all these not come easily. And of course, there are a lot of fun stuff actually from these kind of games. The students really experience all these cutting-edge technologies, all this equipment, but they actually also know how strong China is and also the technology behind all these technologies and equipment. We're not talking. Actually, we really like them to do it. You look at they're so excited and they are so interested in playing all these games. They have a strong reason to play games. And here you look at this more the navy part. You look at the whole colors, blue color. So this is the Liaoning carrier. And we also have a Jiaolong submersible ship. So there have a lineup here, and we can accompany 4 people inside. So through VR, they will know exactly how the experience is inside Jiaolong. So this is submersible ship Jiaolong, and it can take 4 people. So this is the inside of Jiaolong submersible ship, and you can see this is the VR. So you can see. So this is the experience. Of course, you need to put a VR glasses. And this, of course, provides you 360 degree of the image. This is really the image from the deep sea. We know boys, they should love it so much, right? How do you feel? Fantastic. Compared to the 3D film, I believe this is a better view. So this is how really the Jiaolong submersible ship can provide. So I see a lot of different kind of fishes. So vivid. So this we talk about actually, you know this kind of knowledge. This is the very first time for you, right? Love it? All right. I really want to have a try, and also I have a reason because I want to show this wheel to all our viewers. So sorry for cutting in line. So I jumped the queue and I got the seat. There are a lot to see. So how long does it take? Around 8 minutes. So this is the real image? Or basically we just select some elements. So we select some elements and put into a shortcut film, because we all know the deep seas, everything's really dark. You barely see anything. So So how deep we can go?
7000多米。
7,000.
要正常的海2米以下。
7,000 meters.
2、3米以后吧。
So normally, actually, you get down to 2 meters or 3 meters under the surface of the sea. It's all dark.
网友朋友是不是也能通过这个上面的这个显示呢？
So for all our viewers, welcome aboard Jiaolong submersible ship. All right. And you can turn left, turn right, because this is 360-degree image.
好想伸手去抓一下。
For me, they're just so real. I really want to catch one. Look at a lot of fishes. So this just looks so real. You look at there are a lot of fishes coming to me. So I believe this is the fish that mentioned by the girls.
瞥了他一眼的鱼，我懂了，懂了，非常的逼真啊，非常的逼真啊。
So I believe the fish just glanced over at me and then go away. This is so cool. Let this come to all dark.
所以这个像萤火虫一样的，也是小点吗？不是，就是小点点上面那个小，满天繁星的感觉的那个。
And little
大
lights.
个的蓝色的是属于那个小点点的蓝色的，小点。
What are they? The jellyfish as well? Yes.
太漂亮了，就是我特别想把这个感受分享给大家，但是
It's so beautiful. I really like to share with our viewers.
应该会差很远。
But apology because I'm enjoying 3D view. I can tell one thing is so beautiful, so stunning. I really would like to share with our viewers is that the view you are looking at, the image you are looking at is 2D, right? I'm watching 3D, and actually I can tell you it's much, much better if you have a glass, because this is so stunning and so cool. So this is really stirring, and if you can hear the discussions behind me, the kids are also very excited. Really cool stuff. And let's look at the boys. So basically, oh, sorry, it's a girl. So you know a lot, right? Because you have a lot of knowledge and you know. Yes, I really like this. I like the deep sea, so I really learned a lot. And because you name a lot of different type of fishes. So how you feel? It's very insane. So it's a high definition, and also actually it's the VR is right now. This one is so really high definition, right? The image is really in good quality. So please continue your hobby, right? So the girls, they're so cool. They know exactly a lot of details and the knowledge. How you feel? I really learned a lot because a girl at the back, a girl named all different fishes. And look at they're so rational. So this is Atlantis, and also this one jellyfish. So they name everything. But I really invite our viewers, please come to Tianjin to experience this because it's really provide you better experience with 3D to really experience the real VR. So for Jiaolong, actually, we had a lot of the coverage. All right. And then we're coming to this one. Virtual photoing. So basically the virtual plus real experience. So I should stand here, right? Yes. So raise my left hand side, left hand. Right hand side first. Right hand, a little bit backward. Three, two, one, smile. All right. So I scan the QR code and then I can download the photo to my smartphone with a Superman pose. All right, next we talk about pursuing dream. The dream towards the future. So we talk about ahead of our journey what we will have. That's ours more, including the space part. Look at this is the Tianjin Carrier 5, the Tianjin 5, the a carrier aircraft. So this is with the largest payload we talk about. The space lab will start to launch the component from 2022, and then till 2025 we will have old components ready in space and coming together. That will be China Space Lab or space station. So we look at this is the outer space part, and this is also another simulation. This is more the 5D experience, right? So this is actually the a space capsule simulation. So share with us. All right, as the representative. Very. What did you see? The aircraft, they're conducting the rescue and relief job. So really interesting. Compared to the computer games, what's the difference? So this is 360 degree, and I just sit there and enjoy. Anyone else? So this is the first time, right? Experience this. It's cool, right? 360 degrees, so real. A lot of things they are so stirring, because before only look at the pictures is 2D, and right now this one is 3D. So back school, any education or any knowledge in this regard, like the military or national defense? Not really. We have some lecture, but not really as a one course. So we talk about this is we really experience it. I believe this is not really something you have to memorize. This is really easy to remember all these because we really experience all these different equipment. Thank you. Like the girls, they love all these really masculine stuff so much, and they have a lot of knowledge. So the most popular one is this one. So what is this is for? This is also outer space. This is the outer space themed activity, and of course it's 360 degree, but this is 360 degree turning. So this is the most popular one. Always have a long queue waiting outside here. So basically, it's not only limited to the outer space, and you can really experience the gravity-free, the weight loss. So the boy is the lucky one. So we will hear his feedback. Right now, I believe he is an astronaut. So the view right now he's looking at is displayed on the screen. So any requirement on physical conditions, as long as you're tall and 130 centimeters, that's the requirement, only requirement on height.
扶着，俩手扶好，俩手扶好。
酷。哎呀，这个我们之前告诉他，之后我们要采访。
So this is so cool.
咬牙也不能吐，也不能叫啊。
So this is really dope. And also the boys, you cannot screaming.
我刚才戴过 VR 眼镜，因为我可能知道，如果你从屏幕
So
上
for
看到的是这样的
VR
实际上
glasses,
说的多，应该是能够想象出来。
so VR really steering.
我们在这个座椅上听到过各种叫声，包括撕心裂肺型的。
And the only thing we can tell is actually we hear all kind different of screaming, yelling.
告诉他采访，一定要忍住。
我们有很多场景可以选的，现在呢，因为也考虑到学生来做。
And here you can choose different scenario because we think about students and we actually choose a little bit lower level.
安全起见哈，都有一些
So we have a 4-round rotation simulation as basically a simulation for
它还是不错的。
the astronauts training. So we not really have that scenario right now can be selected because we don't want students to really
这一全程是多长时间？
have any risks. So it's lasts around 3 to 5 minutes.
像咱们全程这种 VR 的视觉的感受也好，这样的这个体验也好。
So we talk about this kind of VR related or VR enabled activities. We have 30 this kind of activity here.
还有一些像 VR
And we also have a theater that can accommodate 30 people inside.
呢是应该是105人，就同时。
同时坐，明白，就是有105个座位，相当于
对。
这样的。怎么样？
So basically we have 105 seats
中午饭吃的啥？
that's related with a VR
不晕啊，还可以啊，我觉得你也特别
experience. I'm good. I can stand up.
是最高的，是不是？还可能说有那个连续多少个圈的那种，感觉怎么样？
So the thing is quite good, right? How you feel? It's really nice.
哦，但是那个 VR 眼镜，
It's just like the roller skater. But the image is quite really good, right?
特别烦，但是我了解一点。
了解一点啊。那你觉得？
So with really high resolution, so really nice. I'm not a super fan, but I know a lot of knowledge in this regard. Really like this kind of a military education. Actually, back school we also have the knowledge actually, but that's so different from when you really experience all these.
先去上课去，影响你上课，谢谢啊，谢谢。
So you can go to the lecture hall first. Thank you so much.
有点晕。
Still walking a straight line? I don't think so.
这就是您刚才说的那个球。
球幕影院，对，这是这个球幕影院。
All right, coming to us, this is what we called.
天，包括航天的、航空的，包括
That's the
军事题材、不同题材的影片。
Archiform movie theater. So basically, we have the different theme
我们为了这个
of movies display here that accommodate 40 to 50 people, but we have 30 seats
对。
for the better experience.
简单的感受几分钟啊，简单的感受几分钟。
And talking about the seat, actually, we make it as a half deck chair.
他们一起哈。
I believe right now we have a film right now is on.
哦，还真是没有同学们。那好，那我就躺了。那好，那我就躺了。我们摄像老师也躺吧，躺吧，可能更开起来更清楚哈。您随便给我们调一个模式。
So we talk about this is a dome screen display and have a different theme. So this is dome 3D actually.
给我们选其中的一个模式就好哈。选其中的一个模式，我也来感受这边来感受一下，飞向宇宙。
And we talk about the space, flying to space.
它也是用投影的原则，对吧？
对，你看我们7个投影机。
7台投影。
对，这个因为我们现在
So we have 7 projectors.
条件有限，所以我们布的是5.6米高。我们真正的在我们自己的固定的展馆呢，我们都是布。
So we talk about actually we originally should have the projectors at 8 meters high, but here due to the limitation we make it to 5.6 meters. So this is a dome screen movie theater.
非常逼真。
Right now provide this dome 3D space themed film. So it's more like a 4D experience film.
设备的那种4D 电影。其实
因为你是360度全视觉的，整个
So because this is really the 360-degree image.
我也不知道，我来看。
So for our viewers, maybe you cannot really tell that's 360 degree, but it is.
其实是个局部，是个局部。好了，我们再去下一站啊，这个我们就不把它看完了。但是确实可能从我们镜头上面展现出来的是打了一点折，受到了一点影响。
We cannot really see that 360-degree image.
这个也是非常舒适的。
That's really comfortable experience.
连跟包括还
The film right now we display that's related to the deep sea exploration or the space. So we have a lecture, right, going on here. Yes.
是有一节课要给同学们上，所以后面的讲解呢，就是实际上是要缺席一
I
下。
believe Mr. Shi right now is giving his lecture here.
我觉得您这个展厅的布置特别的好。如果你一上来就让他们听这个，如果你不一上来看下去，前面老师
So I believe this is really smart
听这个讲解。
way to really, so first let them to really experience, play all the games, to really draw their attention and interest, and then they all sit here eager to learn more. So Mr. Shi is the expert in strategic
看见孩子们其实
theory.
真正去喜爱、真正去感兴趣他这几许知识的这个
So we really like the kids to take that proactive attitude. So they ask more. That's the better thing we want to see.
刚才你采访的这些学生，我觉得学生们讲的都非常好，就是在
So look at all the students we just interviewed. A lot of things they cannot really find from the textbook.
参观。
我们刚才转了5个展区，还有我们最后的一个展区，也是我们这个馆里
So we're coming to the last session,
叫太空。
and that session with
当中有的是模型啊，有的是像就是按比例的这样的。
largest number of the real
对对对对对。
equipment.
太空站密展区，首先我们先看到的就是我们国家的长征系列运载火箭，包括我们的长征2号。
And here is we have the Changzheng 2, that's a CG2F.
然后你看到长3呢，那你就可以这个
That's the launch vehicles. That's all the Long March series.
就是我们长征3号运载火箭的残骸，它是整流罩这个部位，也就是包裹卫星的那个。
So this is actually from the
发射完之后，
Long March 3. That's the remains.
那在这次展览之前，它是保存在哪？
So this is remains of the fairing.
哦，明白，收藏的。
为了这次科普展，我们借用的这次科普展。然后这边展出的是月图车、月图号。
And we also have the moon probe.
摄像头应该是上期的那个8358所航天科工的这个来制作。
So this Chang'e 4.
这个它上面其实是我们国家最高技术的一个体现，包括它的遥感。
And here represents the highest level of capability right now in China. And China is the very first country to take a picture of the backside of the moon.
我感受一下。
And here is the simulation of launching a rocket.
哦，就是相当于一步一步一
现在
步的
在组装，
组装，明白。
So step by step, first we need to assemble all the different components. And then we click here to start the whole procedure. And you can see starting from the very top, we'll unveil the entire rocket.
解说哈。
So basically, this tell you the whole process. So countdown in 50 seconds. 40 seconds. Countdown is 30 seconds. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Ignite.
USB 跟通正常，遥测信号正常。神舟飞船发射成功，系统复位。
A successful launching. So basically, this is a whole simulation. So you know exactly how the procedure, how the process goes. And so we really like the public know actually the different components of the rocket, and actually for CGTN every time we give you the full coverage of the rocket launching. And this is really good because you hear all the sounds. That's actually really the sound from the command center. This is a really detail-driven one. This is really nice. I believe the experience is so different when you look at the TV and also you are here and also listening to the real sound from the command center. So we talk about over the years we made a huge stride in this outer space exploration. So you talk about successful rate or the precision rate, that's 99.9%. And we talk about this. We need to let our viewers look at this one, the docking and maneuvering of Tiangong 2 and the Shenzhou space. And you also can experience a little bit that can inside 14 seats, 1-4. So you know exactly the whole feel about the docking and maneuvering. Let's go inside. So I'll take a front row seat, put my VR glasses. So right now we are connected to the Beijing Command and Control Center. And we are right now at the core module, and we are approaching to the door, and through the cameras you will see the whole view inside the capsule. Right now what I need to do is I'm doing the final preparation. And then we'll go outside. So right now you look at I'm coming outside. So look at, this is the Earth. Right now I'm 393 kilometers away from the Earth. And we look at the core modules and also the different components. And we also have the robotic arms. So basically, the astronauts do not need to really go outside to do all the works every time. The robotic arms will help the astronauts to do all the business. And right now, the astronaut is going to a better place to give you the whole look. And right now, very soon you will see the docking and the maneuvering. And right now we are doing this maneuvering. And look at, we have the number one robotic arm. Help us to do the preparation. And first capture the spaceship. And we talk about this capsule called the Xuntian. That's more a laboratory capsule. So it first captured by the robotic arm, and then right now is a docking procedure. It's success. Well done.
强烈的推荐，如果有机会的话，能够到现场来看一下。
So I strongly recommend all the viewers please really experience by yourself here.
所以我觉得那个特别能理解每一次像这样的，比如说对接。
So I can really understand because every time we talk about a successful launching, a successful docking and maneuvering, so everyone's so excited. Everyone's yelling, crying, because I believe they have different experience than us. They maybe devote their whole life to this mission. So for our viewers, I believe we're all really excited and feel so proud, right? And also I'm so touching. So that's our pride. Right, everyone, we're just so proud of all our national space progress, and we talk about we have the real stuff here, and this one. So we have the parachuter, it's all folded, that's around 1,200 square meters. And this is a re-entry module or a re-entry capsule. they are real.
展品可能跟模型感受又不太一样，那个是非常震撼，还原度非常的高，把我们带回到当时，至少我们在电视上看直播的那样的一个瞬间的感受。
So for me, actually, everything brought me back to the memory when we launched a long march to for the Tiangong space. And look at this are all the real items. And here, this one, we talk about the Breer's game.
降低了一些难度吧，然后做了一个三维混合，以航天员的三维为蓝本做了一个混合，这个非常受大家的欢迎。
And we talk about actually this one also very popular. Everyone can try it, right? Because we know the astronauts actually this is their basic training. This is the rolling circle. And we need to at least have 2 people, right?
我也感受一下那个，来个人配合一下，我要提前跟网友打一声招呼，万一下来以后要头晕或者是吐了，不能继续下面的直播。
So maybe after I train this, we will stop the live streaming. I don't know because we don't know how I really feel after all this. I have a pretty strong physical requirement.
本来人就没打算做勇敢者，被逼着上去啊！这多长时间
How long does it take? Normally it's around 3 minutes. So cut it short, 1 minute. Even shorter.
就是比实际的
It's not that fast. So take it easy.
交给人把我这些，
Don't panic. Don't panic.
这个不能挂断。
对，这个也可以。
好的。
All right. So this is a rolling circle. Of course, we hear a lot of the screaming from here. So we don't know whether we will very soon hear the screaming from the lady.
客串一下主持人，现在马上就要开始了。
This is the rolling circle. Basically, that's the simulation of the astronauts.
随时你感觉身体不适就可以叫停。
If you not feel so well, we can stop it at any time. So this is not that fast, all right? All right. We stop it. So for the astronauts, they should be really good at the balancing, and also under this kind of situation, our astronauts also need to operate all different laboratory equipment and also do other operations. And also talk about the speed. Actually, we already slowed down the speed. And ladies, look so white. You really look so pale.
那必须的。
Really cool, right?
说的什么我都没有听到，没有听到。
You still can stand up,
这是那个
but really nice screaming. It's good for everyone. And of course, the 130 centimeters above, and no heart decision.
抱歉，拉你上去啊。
I'm so sorry.
挺好玩的。其实那个
It's a really, really nice one.
还是可以接受的哈。那实际上那个已经
Really acceptable because it's really short time period. Because we caught it, we save you.
快。
But talking about the real training, it's really fast for the real astronauts. And also, they not just have that speed rolling, and they also need to do their business.
那个有那个可以接受。
And you too, my ladies, you look so pale.
下来以后有一种
I still can walk,
感觉，就是有点嗡嗡的。
but it's like after drunk.
这一项
And the feel right now is like I'm drunk.
来这儿的人应该感受一下。
I strongly recommend.
体验那种
This is really the rare opportunity for us to really experience this DA simulation. And this is also another capsule. And look at here, this is quite a lot of theme around space, around the military, and equipment, weapons. And here we also have the a little bit shop here.
带回家的，顺便去是吧带回家。其实文创产品
So you can bring all this memory back home.
永远的包括他们以后再做这样的文创产品。
So we'll talk about this kind of the cultural and creative products. It's really good ones
状态还好，我们就结束今天。
for the viewers to bring them back home.
把刚才那一项
All right.
对了，因为在中间可能后面我就没办法进行下去了。总体的感受我觉得非常的震撼。
So for me, overall, it's really steering. I'm not really a fan, but with my whole tour here, I really think it's valuable for everyone to come here. It's really good for students. We have a lot of interactive activities, so students can learn so fast in a very easy way, I can tell it. And also because of this gentleman here, because they really work so hard, they spend a lot of efforts to create this whole environment for everyone to enjoy and understand more about our military strengths and also the national defense. So really want every Chinese to really know more and also be so proud of being a Chinese. Thank you so much. Thank you all the viewers for tuning in with CGTN New Media. And this is the experience I really strongly recommend you to really try out by yourself. This is the expo in Tianjin. It lasts till October 17th.